Hi guys, I'm Elise. I am a travel pediatric cardiac sonographer, and I've been getting questions about my pay breakdown as a traveler. So it can get a little bit complex, but I'm going to give you a simplified version. Basically, your taxable, which is your hourly amount, and this is how much you get taxed, is basically depends on what state you live in and what state you're working in. So, for example, you might make $50 an hour. Next, I receive non-taxable stipends, which this is kind of broken down into two different parts. One, your meals and incidentals. Two, your housing stipend. Now, if you choose for company housing, you do not get a housing stipend. I choose to find my own housing because that's more money in my pocket. First, let's talk about meals and incidentals. Basically covers food and gas, and this amount depends on the state and the city that you are working in. So there's a website called gsa.gov that will give you the max that you can get per city, per county, for what state you're working in. For example, you might be working in Fresno, California. The meals and incidentals per day is $86. So that's $86 times 7 that you would get paid for that week, and it's non-taxed. Let's talk about housing stipend. So for example, my last contract, I was getting $258 per day for housing. So that's $258 times 7. Altogether, this creates what's called a blended rate. My total might come around to about $4,000 per week after all my taxes have came out of my hourly rate and add my non-taxable amount on top of that. Some companies also offer additional perks like rental cars, travel reimbursement, to and from assignments, and medical benefits. Thank you for listening. If you guys have any more questions about pay contracts, how they work, how to negotiate them, how to negotiate time off, like just anything travel contract related, or how I go about even finding jobs, let me know in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions.